Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman. We are streaming live right now on Rumble, X, and BitChute, and YouTube. Sorry, forgot about that one. We're kind of new to that again. I want to welcome all of you. Thank you for being here. Very grateful. Hello, Robert and Jan. Welcome. Glad to see you could make it. Please hit the like button, the thumbs up button, whatever is on your, whatever way you're watching. And please share the show information. Very grateful for that. And if you're here, please say hello in the comments. Hello, Richard. Welcome. Happy to see all of you tonight. And I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody yet here. Okay. All right, I gotcha. If you haven't already, come over on we have a Goldylocks Productions group on Telegram. Come over there and check that out. It is by invitation only, and the link is available in the show information. And Tiffany will. Oh, there's also the QR code you can scan now. That will take you right there. You do have to have an account on Telegram, but that's not really a very big deal. I invite you guys to check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. It's R-U-T-H, S as in Sam, O-L, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy.com. Now you can go to my website and find out all about my books, my services, and my oracle cards. Now, in addition to the Goldylocks group, Goldylocks also has an online store, and you can go there and get some really great merchandise. And we also have the Goldylocks oracle cards too, Energize. You can get a deck of those for yourself. They contain messages from all the different show hosts. It's really awesome. And yes, if you feel so moved, you can give a tip or a donation via my Venmo or a Rumble rant on Rumble. Thank you very much, Jan, for your donation just before the show. I greatly appreciate that. I want to wish a very happy birthday to my granddaughter, Laren. She turned 9 yesterday. Happy birthday, Laren. And happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating this week. Enjoy your special day. Hello, Pat. Nice to see you. Now, I want to ask you a question, Pat, while I'm thinking about it. Do you prefer to be called Pat or do you prefer to be called Patty? Because I want to make sure that I'm calling you, what the name that you go by. And let's all send out some love, light, and healing energy and prayers to Robin McGuire and her son, Carolyn and Carrie's daughter, Carrie, and her sister, Jenny, Carolyn's sister, Joyce, Maureen, Brandon, Jamie, Heidi, William, Tommy, Josh, Harley, Patty, Sarah and her family, Jamie, Patricia, Melissa, Parks and her family, Devin, Jill, Roy, Laura and her husband, Tiffany, George and their family, Carol, Susan, Bob, Diane, Julie, and their families, and to all those who are in need or just need a little bit extra right now. And also, if you have a special need or intention or that of a family member, let me know if you would like to have your name added to the list, and I would be happy to oblige. I will, but make sure you have the person's permission, okay? That's the only thing that I ask. I never put anyone's name on my list without their permission. Remember to catch our shows all week, 8 p.m. Eastern. We have 2 daytime shows, a couple times a month each. One was yesterday, Laura Ramiro's Angels and Healing Light. She had a great show. Check that out if you missed it. And tomorrow is Aleph Show Musical Life at 1 p.m. Eastern. So check that one out as well. All of our shows, could use reviews if you like our shows. And Tiffany takes those reviews and puts them on the website, and they help other people. When someone's coming there to look at all the information, they can see that and check it out. And, have a feel for it before they even watch the show. It can make a huge difference to, someone who is looking for a show like ours. Now, you can send those emails to Tiffany at GNOSTICHEALING37@gmail.com. And then she will take them and post them on her website. If you haven't already, please come and join and become a Goldylocks VIP. We have a special VIP show once or twice a month, and messages are given at those shows usually. So, it's less than the price of 1 cup of coffee a month that you can help support and become a VIP. So I have to ask, how is everybody doing since last we met? I know we talked last week about the intense energy, and I was having the terrible dizzy spells, and it was pretty bad. The energy has definitely been very intense. I mean, to say it's been intense is quite the understatement. There is a lot of stuff going on. What have you noticed this week? Have you noticed anything different this week? I have noticed that I am being bombarded with tons of new information and tons of ideas that are coming to me. It's honestly, the last few days has been nonstop. And some of the stuff that's popping up, it's like kind of blowing my mind, because it's stuff that I didn't even know was out there. Okay. We're talking as far as me getting my products out there, and things that I didn't even know existed are all of a sudden just coming to me, popping in my head, and I'm looking it up and doing the research, and it's pretty amazing. So I was working on an oracle deck over the weekend. I had, a few started, and one that I was working on, because lots of ideas were coming to me. Just when I got almost finished, all this information starts coming in. Just pouring in. And it was information to make another deck. So I started making my template, and within 2 days, the whole thing is done, which I think is pretty amazing. Sometimes I just get a little bit of information at a time, and other times it's like that. And, 2 days was pretty great. Just as I was about to get that one finished, more information came in and said, you got to do this one. You got to do this one. I finished that one in about 2 hours. 2 hours, literally. It has absolutely been crazy. And I feel like the more I do, the more information that just keeps coming and coming and coming. I don't know if you guys are, dealing with anything like that, if you're dealing with anything else. Hi, Roy. Hi, Jill. Okay, Patty, you're welcome. Hi, Angie. Welcome. It's great to have you. Make sure I'm not missing anybody here. So, like I said, this energy has been crazy. So I saw this guy in a video on Facebook. Don't know who he was. It just popped up like they sometimes do. And he was talking about all these different things that are going on, and with the sun and the planets and like all this stuff. And he claims that it's all about the math and everything adds up to tomorrow, October 30th. Maybe some of you guys have heard something about this. A mass awakening is supposed to take place. We're talking millions of people, okay? This is what he says. So I'm kind of watching this video because I'm like, I don't even know who you are. So I watched it, I thought, well, that's kind of, I don't know how he figures that from his map that he did, but okay. So I scrolled down and I really didn't think about it anymore. And then today when I got up, I see all this stuff about the energy. Now, this one posting, because there's several people that I follow that follow the energetic stuff that's going on. And this is talking about a nervous system energy update. And this is from Rebecca James. She says the next 48 hours are unlike anything Earth has ever experienced. She goes on to talk about this is a cosmic activation from outside of our solar system, untouched by karma, trauma, or distortion. It's never passed Earth before, and it's here now, transmitting light codes from before the fall. She says you might feel disconnected from your identity, strange aches or exhaustion, emotional grief with no story, so no reason behind the grief, a pull to lie down or go silent. You might feel like your whole system is rearranging. She says that's because it is. It's not an upgrade. It is not a healing. It's a replacement. She says that your nervous system is being rewired. Your soul field is being restored. Your blueprint is being accessed by frequencies that remember what you were before you ever forgot. Says that we don't need to do anything. This frequency is not asking for action. It's asking for reception. Because this isn't an energy you work with. It's one that works on you. So just still your body. Let the old layers dissolve. What's happening now is not healing. It's exchanging. This frequency doesn't integrate the past. It replaces it. It's locking new memory strands into your soul field. Original light codes before distortion, before trauma, before mission. This is remembrance at the cellular level. Your body may ache because it's being rewritten. Your emotions may spike because they're being bypassed. Your identity may flicker because it's being recalibrated. Let it. Don't try to fight it, just let it. Because right now, the soul is reclaiming its original template. You are not becoming something new. You are returning to what was always underneath. Let that frequency reformat you. Let the silence open the gate. You are not here to channel this. You are here to awaken because of it. So after I read this, I'm like, maybe there's something to what that guy was saying. I don't know. Because I don't know anything about him or, Then I saw another post from yet a different person. This is Judith Kuzel. She wrote this and people were sharing it. She's talking about the changes, the ascension, and all of that with the energy. She says, the speed of which the changes and ascension is now happening will take a lot out of us now. And we truly need to find time to be out in nature so we can ground ourselves, so we can rejuvenate ourselves. It's time to rest. And I know most of us, most everybody I talk to has been extra tired lately. And we know it. This energy is just hitting us like crazy. And to be open and receptive to all which is being downloaded into us. All the upgrades as well, and intense new activations in our new 12 and 24 strands of DNA. She says that she is often asked to simply lie down, especially before she goes to sleep at night, and simply allow whatever comes to work with her and whatever energy feels come to work through her. So, and she says that can only be done in stillness with our phones and our laptops and our TVs turned off. There are no limitations as to how far we can now be stretched, nor are there any restrictions on where our soul can travel to and access. We're going through intense inner and outer changes, and at such cosmic levels that our mind cannot even comprehend the enormity of it. Only our soul. And the activations can only be absorbed through the heart energy centers as one with all the bodies. Then she goes on to say that the birthing has begun. One thing I want to say about this is, we don't have one awakening. We have many. Every time we peel away a layer, we awaken to some new truth, right? Hi, Carol Ann. Jill says, Roy and I have been very tired lately too. Yes. I know, it's been crazy. And it doesn't matter how much we sleep or rest. Okay, forgot what I was saying now. Oh well. Let's see. So, and another one goes on to talk about the energy as well. I was going to say, after my show last week, I had, I know what I was going to tell you about. We have more than one awakening as, more and more layers are peeled away. Then we learn new truths, and that's another awakening. We do it on stages or levels or whatever you want to call it. Because we're always, learning something new. Jan says, I've been tired and resting a lot for sure. Yeah. Yes, definitely. But after my show last week, something came to me. I was talking about all of those physical symptoms that I've been having and how I feel that it's my body healing. And I remembered after my show what Tiffany had said that week on her show. She was talking about, we don't ask for our healing, we command it. And I had said to myself that week after her show that night, I said, I command my body to do this. I command my body to heal that. And let me tell you, it's working on me, and it's at times it's really intense, but then it's better. Just like 20/20 vision. How many people still have 20/20 vision? But I commanded my body to improve my vision, and not that it's real bad, but at a distance, things could be from a distance. Things could be kind of blurry. So for 2 days, my eyes drove me crazy. One eye at a time, sometimes both of them. Everything was so blurry, like way worse than it usually is. And then like the third day, it was gone. And I can tell you that I can see better than I did. But then I remembered that on Tiffany's show, she says we heal in reverse. And it's just like if you've experienced this in Reiki, whether you've experienced someone doing Reiki on you or you doing it on them. Let's say you fall down and you hurt your knee, and your knee is just, so painful. You hit it on the concrete, so it's scraped and it's bruised and it's everything, and you do Reiki on it. When that energy starts hitting it, the pain intensifies. It intensifies. Well, I guess while it's doing what it needs to do to heal you. And then after a little bit, the pain is gone. And I feel like that's what was happening once I realized it and put two and two together. That I commanded my body to do this, and that's what started to take place. And you figure with all of the time that your body's been, let's say an injury from when you were a child and has bothered you all your life, is that going to heal in can it heal in an instant? Sure. But the healing process is more likely to take a little while because it's been there for a while. There's a lot of bad energy that's got to move out of there. So I feel like that is a lot of what's been taking place with my body, that in addition to all the energy. So here's some more great information about this huge energy wave. A huge energy wave is now hitting the collective. Some people are probably just kind of going off the chains and have no clue that, this is what's going on. You may be experiencing dizziness, vertigo, balance issues, and sudden illogical fear paired with elation or bliss, or all at the same time. Breathe and look past the fear that is surfacing if it is knocking at your door. Sleep over the next 24 hours will be hard for some. Just hang in there. Technology and the internet may also go a bit wonky for a moment. Now, I will say that when I was experiencing those symptoms, once I realized what it was, it made it better. It's kind of like, when there's something going on, once you acknowledge it and know what it is, the energy of it changes. Okay. It's when you're not sure, probably put some, a little bit of fear or apprehension in there with any kind of situation. So we all have to be really patient with ourselves. Solar flare activity is emitting intense energies onto our planet. This is having an impact on individual ascension experiences. These profound internal shifts and increased awakenings are accelerating. Increased awakenings are accelerating ascension levels, resulting in the physical experiencing of many different types of ascension symptoms. They go on to say that we're navigating the uncomfortable, the in-between of worlds. So headaches, blurred vision, ringing in the ears, throat irritation, needing to clear your throat often, heart palpitations, anxiety. Good night, Richard. Have a great night. Needing more sleep, vivid and akashic dreaming, fatigue, sweating more, random intolerance for certain foods, nausea, digestion, sensitivity, dizziness, feeling floaty, aches and pains, shortness of breath, yawning more often, excessive thirst, pain in hands, wrists, knees, feet, and ankles. I have all of those. Oh, goodness. Now it says during these solar storms and that it may really affect our sleep habits. We may have small accidents, feeling clumsy, tripping. Your focus during this time might be deeply affected at different times. You may feel like your mind does not work as effective as it does on most other days. That's brain fog, mental congestion. But our bodies have stored and held on to a lot of crap over a long length of time. And as it's being released, of course, it's going to be affecting us. It says that feelings of exhaustion are not uncommon. Solar eruptions will affect the vital blueprint energy, catalyzing a hard reset and profound calibration for the physical body. Well, I am really ready for that. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. My body could use some recalibrating, I'll tell you. Now, Halloween is coming, don't forget. And they always say that around this time that the veils between the worlds are the thinnest. It says here that now with all this stuff that's going on, they're almost transparent. One of the most common symptoms in solar eruptions relate to the eyes. So you may feel blurry, have some blurry vision. Feelings of abandonment may arise during this time. And this is due to past life Akashic remembrance, and activations. So this gives us an opportunity to heal the inner woundings and past traumas that are stored in our cellular memory. Hello, Sarah. I mean, this is some healing on the cellular level. Our thinking may be confused. Our mind might wander a little bit more than usual. We might have a lot of distractions and find it hard to focus. We might be feeling stuck in one part of life. And when we feel stuck, sometimes that brings up feelings of self-doubt or, making us question everything, because we feel like we're not moving forward. So what are we doing wrong? But we're not doing anything wrong because we're exactly where we need to be. We may be unconsciously tapping in, I guess, but feeling the negative energies from the collective. The spiritual worlds merge. Wait, let's see. Okay. We might be feeling a lot of that, fear or nervous energy from the collective. So we need to just send more love and more light. And while I'm thinking about it, I had it written down and I forgot about it. I want to send some love, light, prayers, and healing to all those that were affected by Hurricane Melissa. I've heard lots of conflicting stories about that, but they need our love and our light, and, our support in that way. Now, we might be having deeper dreams of past life expressions. People are having nightmares. But this is all coming from the subconscious aspects wanting to release the suppressed fears, the ones that are still causing us anxiety in the body. And that can result in feelings of, that crown, or pressure headaches, frustration, restlessness. There have been major shifts for many people, massive shifts for many people. Let's see. It says that the crystalline structures are activating and emerging. And when we're at this stage, it can feel extremely depleting. So we need to make sure we are giving ourselves what we need. The ascension process is a highly transformative journey where advanced souls come to Earth to guide others and help humanity evolve into a state of oneness and higher consciousness. And we already know that we are in a state of oneness, right? We are all one. We are all interconnected. Now, this involves a complex process of purging the deeper ancestral layers, including all false conditioning and programming that does not serve the conscious collective evolution. We have to clear out all the lower energies and integrate the quantum waves and levels of higher consciousness. Because when we have the lower energies in the way, all those higher energies, have nowhere to go. Each ascension wave is a catalyst for your expansion, integration, recalibration, creating higher conscious portal openings for higher ascension development and increased awareness. Each ascending individual has their own unique journey and timing for experiences and manifestations. October has so far been a month of profound inner transformation and a lot of letting go. November will bring into the ascending collective benevolent energy here to assist in the focusing of new and vibrationally aligned priorities and directions. Ascending souls are experiencing the transmuting of any lingering and residual anxiety, trusting the path, cultivating a higher conscious mindset, one that fully supports ascension goals and soul purpose. And this was posted by Ascension Lightworkers. Now, a lot of that really, I'm not going to say every single word resonates with me, but take what does and leave the rest. That's what I do. But a lot of it does, because a lot of it is what I'm experiencing right now and what I've seen a lot of other people experiencing right now. People are going through so much stuff right now. I see people who have a lot of old issues that are coming back up again. I see a lot of people questioning their decisions, questioning their path. And we still have a lot of healing to do. We all do. That's why it's coming back up again. Rarely do I remember my dreams. Not very often at all. And last week, I had a dream. I remembered my dream, but I think it's because I woke up when it was going on. And it was really kind of wild because it was a repeat dream. I had been in that place before. I had been around those people before. It was very, very weird. And when I was thinking about it when I first woke up, as dreams usually are, it was very clear and everything at the time. But then as like every day that went on, it's like, oh, excuse me. It's like, it's further and further away that I remember. But the first thing that I thought when I woke up was, I have been there before. Absolutely. I recognized the place. And it was really kind of weird. I don't know where the place is, or the people that were there. But in my dream, I was rushing to get ready for my show. I wasn't at home. I was somewhere else. Hi, Robin. I appreciate you listening. I know you're working. And I had to get ready for my show. And it was time, and I wasn't ready. I was a mess. So the next thing I know, I'm using my phone and only doing voice, not video. And I get like maybe a quarter of the way through it, and then I'm like, oh my God, it's Tuesday. What am I doing? And that was pretty much my dream. I don't know, but the place where I was at was a place that I have been to in my dreams before. It wasn't about me doing my show, but it was something else. I'm not sure what, because I really don't recall. But it just kind of made me laugh. It's kind of funny, though, because this whole thing with the days. All day yesterday, I thought it was Wednesday. I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I got to get this done because I got to get stuff ready for my show. Oh, I got to get this done. Then I'm like, no, it's only Tuesday. And I know we all have this thing with the time lately and how weird it is. But I'd really be interested in knowing if you guys are feeling anything or experiencing anything different with the energy. I know some of you have commented about being extra tired and all that. I've noticed that, like, food that I used to love, can't tolerate much anymore, some things. And there's other things that I'm wanting to eat that I never used to like. Just like really strange things. So I did pull a card for the group before the show. Or actually it was during the show, but it fell out for the group. And this one says, allow love. We have to be open or the love cannot come in. It's got nowhere to go. If you're not open, it's just going to hit a brick wall. So we have to be open to allow love inside. Okay, now Jan, I am going to start with you. Thank you again for your wonderful donation. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see what cards we have for you. I've been extra tired and headache, Sarah said. I'm going to tell you, it was like 3 days last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday it started getting better, I believe. And it wasn't like a headache, but it was like dizziness, very weird kind of feeling all over my body. And I remembered after I laid down that night, like it felt like my body was, I don't want to say vibrating, but it was like it was pulsating. Like when I experienced this for 3 days, the pulsating, and it's kind of like when you have a really high fever, and you know how when you move, and it feels like your body just kind of like pulsates out. That's how I felt. I didn't have a fever, but it was just very weird. And then when I would lay down at night, I could feel my whole body just pulsating. It was crazy. Dizziness as well. Yep. Yeah, I don't care for that dizziness. It made me realize that that's something I haven't experienced a lot in my life, thank God, because I did not like it at all. Okay, Jan, we got some good ones for you. The first one says, take back your power. Take back your power. And it says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Now, this is pretty cool. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But take back your power. Where are you putting your energy? Are you letting others dictate your life and your circumstances? Don't do that. Take back your power. Make decisions based on what you desire. And it says right here, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. The other card I got for you was manifest. And they are from 2 different decks. Very cool. So, you can manifest anything that you desire in your life. See, look at the little magic in his hands there. We have that kind of magical energy about us. You can manifest anything you want. Sometimes the most difficult thing is trying to figure out what it is we want. Sometimes we know, but sometimes we're kind of wishy-washy on it. Sometimes we go back and forth about, well, I don't know. Let's see. I think I want to go on a vacation. Okay, I think I'm going to go to New York City. No, I'm going to go to San Francisco. Okay, if my attention is divided, how am I going to manifest that? You have to focus on one thing, prioritize. What's the most important thing to you? Because otherwise the universe is going to be like, New York, California, New York, California. It doesn't know what to do. So you have to put out that crystal clear intention. Okay. Patty. Let's see what we got for you. Patty, look, you are special. Look at those wings. Look at those wings. You are special. You know, maybe you were never told that. Maybe you were. I don't know, but maybe you weren't. So maybe you don't know, but you are special. There is no one else on this entire planet that is you. No one. You might have similar features to someone else, similar likes and dislikes, but there is no one exactly like you. So therefore, there is no one else that can do exactly what you do the way you do it. So know that you're special. Treat yourself as you are special. And don't let anyone treat you otherwise. Know your value. Know your value. Sarah. Sarah. Okay. Oh. Sarah, you are loved. Sometimes we forget this about ourselves, and we all go through it. You know, sometimes we might feel like feel a little bit invisible when we speak and like nobody responds, or um, we feel like we're overlooked. You're not. You're not. You are loved, and you're loved very deeply by all of those who know you. So just make sure that you are showing yourself enough love. So important for us to love ourselves and to treat ourselves with kindness and to speak kindly to ourselves. It's not something that, you grow up and your parents give you a lesson on how to treat yourself. Nobody I've ever known has gotten a lesson like that. The only one that we ever got was, you know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Okay. Angie. Dreams, Angie. You got the dream card. The dream card. And this could be things coming to you in your dreams, or this could be, what are your dreams? Where do you see yourself? What are things you want to manifest in your life? But I do want you to write down your dreams, when you wake up in the morning, those dreams, because I feel like that's really important. I feel like there's messages coming to you. But I also want you to know, follow your dreams. What do you see for yourself? Now, I'm not saying this is the case with you, but I can remember being young and being married, and, we make all these plans together, right? We're going to do this and we're going to do that. And then the marriage is over. And you're like, well, those were our dreams, but I don't want to do that stuff by myself. So then you have to figure out your own dreams again. What do you want for yourself? So you figure out, Angie, what you want for yourself. And you can manifest that. You can bring that right into your life. Jan says, very cool. Thank you. Exactly. Biggest challenge being a Libra. Yes. And I've been blessed with knowing many Libras. Many. And that's one thing that I can say is consistent with all of them, is the whole decision making. Sarah says, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. I love and appreciate you too, Sarah. And I'm really happy you could join us tonight. Okay, let's see. Who is next? Robin. Oh. That card stuck out for you. Robin, you got the compassion card. Compassion. It's a beautiful card with two angels embracing each other. And not only do we need to have compassion for other people and, other creatures, all living beings, but we need to have compassion for ourselves. For ourselves. Sometimes we forget that. We're so hard on ourselves. So it's important to have compassion and empathy and extra loving kindness for ourselves. Because you know what? If we don't, how can we expect anyone else to? Right? You can't possibly expect someone to treat us a certain way when we're not even treating ourselves that way. So have more compassion for yourself. And know what a good job you're doing, Robin. Know what a good job you are doing. And give yourself a pat on the back instead of feeling like you need to do more. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, Jill. I'm wanting you to learn something new. Learn something new. Now, maybe this is a new way of doing something that you're already doing. Maybe this is some kind of a hobby. Something that you've never done before, but maybe you've always been interested in. Maybe it's, learning to cook a new dish, learning a new dance. It could be, anything. They're wanting you to learn something new because when you do, number one, we expand our brain a little bit, right? We have to open our mind to a new idea. And the other thing is it helps to, doing something new helps to create some new energy, and any stagnant energy is going to start moving, right? It's going to keep that energy moving. Okay, Richard. I know Richard had to go to work, but he will come and get his message. Richard, you got expression. Expression. And, I feel like maybe if you're having a difficult time communicating something to someone, maybe you should look at expressing yourself in a different way. Maybe the way you're approaching the person or situation, it's just not clicking with them. And that's not because you're doing anything wrong. We all receive information when we're ready for it. We all receive it when we're on the same frequency as it and we're open to receiving it, because we're not always open to stuff, right? So I feel like maybe sometimes you need to find a different way to express yourself. Now, this may also be expressing your creativity, because I know you love to sing and I know you do acting, but maybe there's something else out there, a different form of expression for you. So just think about that. You may have some hidden talents that you have not discovered yet. That's always exciting. Okay. Pat says, I appreciate this message. You're welcome. Robin says, thank you. I need this message. I love you. I love you too, Robin. Robin's Cosmic Soul Food Tuesdays. And Carol Ann, she will be on tomorrow night within the Psychic Flow. Carol Ann. Love yourself, Carol Ann. Love yourself. I know you do, but do you tell yourself? I know a lot of us probably don't, and it kind of sounds silly, but, stand in front of the mirror. I love you. I love you. It's nice to hear that from ourselves. I know that sounds probably silly, but it can be very powerful. Saying it to yourself in your mind, I love you is one thing, but when you hear it too, I don't know, there's like an extra energy or extra oomph, getting that out there. Um, but we can always show ourselves more love. Be kinder to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, Carol Ann. Things will get done when they're supposed to. And I love you, Carol Ann. So there. Okay, Robert. What do we have for Robert? Believe in yourself, Robert. Believe in yourself. Everything that you are looking for, everything that you want to know, guess what? It's inside of you. You already have all the answers. You just have to trust them. You just have to trust them. You have to trust your intuition, your inner knowing, your knowledge. You have to trust it. When you hear some kind of information that really resonates with you, you know that's truth. What about when it doesn't resonate with you? You just let it go. Just let it go and let it move on, because it doesn't really matter. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Okay, Roy. Roy. This is a repeat card as well. You are loved. You are loved. And I know that you are very much appreciated by those that love you. So it's just a reminder, we have all the people here that love us, and we feel that love. We experience that love. We have a lot of people on the other side as well. So, you can communicate with them. You can talk to them. You can feel their presence. You can feel their answers if you ask them questions. But know that you are loved. Now, Sunday nights, Tiffany has her show, Spiritual Insight. I missed it this week. Well, because she didn't have it, because they were out of town, and she was resting and relaxing Sunday night. But I did miss your show not being on. I always look forward to Tiffany's insight on things. Okay, let's see what we got now. Oh, and while I'm talking about Tiffany, don't forget, I shouldn't say don't forget, remember, the first 2 weeks in December, Tiffany is going to be a special guest on my show, and we're going to do the Q&A with Tiffany White Sage Woman again. I'm pretty excited. If you have questions, please send them to me. Tiffany doesn't get the questions ahead of time, so she can think about her answers. What she'll do is what she did the last time. She'll tap into her committee. I believe that's what you call them, right? Her spiritual team, and that's where the answers will be. And all of that, where's all of that? Inside of her, right? And, so I am really excited about that. That show's always so much fun. But the list is started with questions. So if you have some, please send them to me. Do not wait till the day before. Do not wait till the day of. I've given everybody tons and tons of notice. You've got plenty of time to think of something. And we're not talking about, am I going to win the lottery? We're talking about questions that pertain to the collective, right? So let's pull a card for Tiffany. Now, I don't know if anybody has noticed, but my congestion's getting a lot better. And this poor congestion has been around since the end of August. My nose and everything has cleared up, but I still have some congestion. Not nearly as bad as what it was. So, whoops, I'm grateful for that. Okay. Your card fell right out, Tiffany. Freedom. Freedom. Look at how free she looks. Oh. Don't let things, I don't want you to have the feeling of things tying you down or bogging you down, because you and I both know our stuff gets done when it gets done and when it's supposed to. Like, I don't stress over that stuff anymore, and I don't think you do either. I know we both have like lists of things that we want to do or that we want to work on, and it doesn't always work out the way we plan. But when we don't try to control the situation, things run along a lot smoother. And we do have that freedom, or that feeling of freedom, just in, our daily things. But there's so many different aspects of freedom. Freedom from, our body being free from any kind of pain. Our life being free from any kind of chaos. So, take that card and apply it to your life and see, what resonates with you. See what resonates with you. So I just realized that next week, when you guys come back for my show, it's going to be November. Wow, this year has gone by so fast. Pretty soon it's going to be time to start, looking back over the year and all the changes that we've made and all that fun stuff as we go into 2026. So thank you all so much for being here. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. And again, Jan, thank you very much for your donation. That is very much, very grateful for that as well. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Take it easy when you need to. Rest when you need to. Drink lots of water. Be good to yourselves. And don't let the chaos and confusion of the world, all that crap that's out there, don't let it affect you. Be like that eye of the hurricane. Keep your calm. Keep your center. Keep your balance. I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Good night, everybody.